DJ, I would say that so far, my favorite part of the year 2021 was the day that you texted me and you told me that you are now going to try to be an Instagram model. We all know that you're not qualified for this, but you're going to try it, and I'm 100% supporting your effort. But I need to know as we start here, are you currently more jealous of existing Instagram models knowing that you're not one yet? Or are you jealous of Mitchell Trubisky last week winning the MVP?
Okay, a couple of things. I can't be jealous about Mitch Trubisky winning the MVP because I was part of the reason Mitch Trubisky won the MVP and a part of a whole group of people that rigged the MVP, which I can tell you after this. And I'm more jealous of the people that don't know that I'm about to be an MG model. I think was your question.
I can't top that right now, so let's get loaded because this is the Loaded Box Podcast.
Did you catch that? Where we never finish first because we finish last.
Welcome to the Loaded Box Podcast. I'm Ben Morgan. That is DJ Primo. Matt, we are going to get into the divisional round of the NFL playoffs here, but I know for a fact that you want to say a little bit more. I don't know if it was about the IG thing or if it was about the Mitch Trubisky thing, because you seemed really excited pre-show when I brought that up.
So, again, I'm going to talk about – I've talked about part of my take, which I don't care about talking about on my podcast, but part of my take, I'm sure everybody knows what it is. It's a podcast by Barstool. It's like a satirical sports. So anyways, Barstool live streams football games, and Big Cat is a Bears fan, and he was just really down, and they made this – they have a ton of followers, obviously. So they're like, we're going to make – Mitch Trubisky MVP. So I'm watching this live stream, so I'm jumping on and voting Mitch Trubisky for MVP with them. Like I was part of the coup because they tried to rig it and make Drew Brees, like they paused the voting and they were going to try to make Drew Brees MVP, but they just couldn't. They couldn't do it, and they went MVP with Mitch Trubisky because we fucking did it.
The absolute worst thing about that is potentially Mitch Trubisky's last game as a Chicago Bear, and he's going to go out in a playoff loss, knowing that he won a cartoon award. Doesn't that just kind of seem fitting? Like that's how Mitch Trubisky's career in Chicago was supposed to end.
He's going to run with his only reward in the
NFL. That's very true. So obviously from our old listeners, nothing has changed. However, tonight we are experimenting. This is the first time that we're recording a podcast episode live. Right now it's on YouTube and it's on Twitter. So with that being said, since we may have a new audience, I need to say a couple of things. Just give the lowdown about what we're really about. So what you're going to get out of DJ and I, especially in these, well, what you're going to do is you're going to get DJ running away. That's number one so far. But what you're going to get is you're going to get some people that love talk about gambling. Obviously, we enjoy drinking. I am like damn near a spokesman at this point for Busch Light. You're going to get a good time. You're going to get stories and you're going to get experiences from degenerate gamblers. So our advice, we like to think that it's pretty good regarding gambling, but we want to be, like DJ says, we want to be relatable to the degenerate gambler. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to just, so you can vent your feelings to us. So we can vent and you can live vicariously through our venting. Is that pretty accurate, DJ?
If you think that you're losing a lot, just come join us because I'm probably getting my ass kicked. You're not betting more games in a day than I. The only reason I don't have bets on NCAA games tonight is because I was just on the phone with my boss for like 15 hours. Otherwise, I'd be watching games at the same time. So
beautiful. We're gonna get into that towards the end of this episode. But hey,
I just have one other thing to add. I like the ticker and everything, and I'm excited about this. But I'm pretty sure we should have what the ticker says up in spreads scrolling across the bottom.
Hey, that's the thing, DJ. If we maxed out and made everything great this first time, what the hell would we improve on?
That's true.
So yes, as we do in these podcast episodes, this is our divisional round, obviously, of the 2021 NFL season. Now it's weird how you do the years in that. We're going game by game. We're going to give our straight up picks, our against the spread picks. We're going to tell you which ones are our official picks for the year. DJ last week wasn't so hot. I went 0 for 2. I lost my 2-team teaser of the week. Pretty pissed off about that. You damn near went 500. You went 3-4, but you lost some of your bigger unit plays. DJ, we only have 4 games this week. There's only 8 teams left that are even in contention to win the Super Bowl. How are you feeling as we're getting towards the end of the NFL season?
You know what? It's time to go all out. It's the fucking end of the season. Can't hold anything back.
Fair enough. Well, let's kick it off with your squad. We got the Rams at the Packers. Packers favored by 7, over under a 45.5. Before we get started, you got a booger. You might want to check that out.
I've got an actual booger?
Yeah.
Where? I don't get it. Do I actually have a booger?
No, that was a joke. You don't have a booger.
God, I was excited. Well, I didn't do any prep for this as we always talk about, but you know what? The one game I don't have to fucking prep for is the Green Bay Packers. Because guess what? It's the Packers -7. I don't give a fuck if Aaron Donald is playing or if he's not. He's a freak. He impacts the game. The good thing is we may be missing David Bakhtiari, the best left tackle in football, but Aaron Donald plays on the inside, and the strength of our offensive line right now is at the left guard in the center position. So if anybody's going to slow him down, it's the combination of those two guys, the left guard, right guard, but mostly on left guard and center. I'm excited about that. Their offense. I mean, I don't know what happened to Seattle. I bet on the Rams money line. The Rams offense stinks. They can't score. They're not going to be able to score all year. We're all weird off, but they're not going to be able to score all year. They haven't been able to score all year. They're not going to be able to score in this game. We're not going to have issues putting up numbers. I'm not scared of Jalen Ramsey. I'm not scared of Devontae Adams getting shut down by him. We're going to win this game by 20. Everybody should smash the Packers. Let's go half a unit on this one. So 1 unit is equal to $100. I almost never bet that unless I'm really confident, super confident, but half a unit on the Packers.
What is the strategy, do you think there? Does Ramsey shadow Adams? Do they let Adams take away someone else and then they can double Adams? What's the strategy there?
I think what they've been doing is just taking away. Like, he was on Metcalf the entire game.
Right.
So no, they're not. They're gonna give him a chance to shut down Adams, and I don't think he would want it any other way. I think he'd fight somebody if they didn't let him guard Devontae Adams one-on-one with what he's been doing. True. So Devontae Adams is so good off the line. I don't know. I think I had a dream where he beat him off. Devontae beat him off the line so quick that he was chasing him from behind, and he ran a quick fake out and then back in and fucking just went off for a bunch of yards. So I'm envisioning Devontae just killing Jalen Ramsey off the line of scrimmage.
The Loaded Box podcast where dreams come true. Maybe we'll find out here.
Cam Akers will get hurt in this game.
Most likely, if history repeats itself. I'm going to go Packers straight up. I'm going to go Packers against the spread, but I'm going to tease this one as my 2-team teaser of the week. One thing I want to hit on here, the home field advantage. I saw a tweet. I forgot who put it out, where they were talking about, was home field truly an advantage this year? And I think it was home teams were 127, 128, and 1. So it was damn near nothing. It was an even split. However, I think when you get to the playoffs and it's Green Bay and it's potential weather with snow and it's Aaron Rodgers, who is kind of a reincarnated version of the 2011 Aaron Rodgers, those things matter. And you have a Rams team that's kind of limping into this with an injured Goff, the running back situation. Akers was hurt, Henderson was hurt. You got Aaron Donald now, who literally one shot to that midsection. What's that going to do? Can you just play through stuff like that? That's going to be a hell of a challenge. Sure. What's he going to say? I don't feel good.
He's a freak, dude. I'm scared of him no matter what.
Yeah, he's absolutely a freak. But this is the thing. I love this number and being able to tease it and knocking off 6 points and making it Packers 1. And my strategy on this one, DJ, it's teasers of the week. It's Green Bay Packers. I'm back, baby. I'm in my comfort zone. This is exactly where I need to be when it comes to teasers.
Well, here's the thing. You don't lose teasers betting the Packers, so I'm going to be okay with it this time, even though it's cheating. But it's the playoffs, and I want to win. So if it keeps going that way, the way it has been going with your teasers, fuck it.
If it's a close game, are you extremely worried? Let's say at the end of the third quarter, it's only Green Bay 13-10. Are you really worried? Because I think that kind of score and that kind of game really favors the Rams. I think if the Packers can jump up early, it's over.
There's no way in the world that the Packers only have to score 13 points ever in a game. That doesn't happen. This is
I don't think so, but
highest scoring offense in the league. One guy
You just
If not,
fucked it. You just
one
jinxed
guy
it.
in Jalen Ramsey isn't gonna like Donald's good, but he's not gonna shut it down completely because there's like other guys we have. But like one guy in Jalen Ramsey stopping Devontae Adams isn't gonna stop it. Maybe MVS dropping a couple of balls, but
Yep.
we have big Bobby Tunyon. We've got MVS. Lazard's probably about to have a big game. He hasn't had one for a while. Aaron Jones is a freak. We're gonna be able to. We've got plenty of guys right now that are doing a lot of things. EQ will get involved every now and then, so
Keep in mind, what's it? Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp limped off the end of that game with the knee bursitis. But Jesus, that kind of stuff can come back like instantly. Like the way like he was walking off there, I thought it was going to be more serious than that. So that is the first game. Oh, go ahead.
Jared Goff has a surgically repaired thumb. He's struggling to hang onto the ball in warm weather, in nice weather. He's now going to be playing in 30-something degrees, hopefully some kind of precipitation, but even 30-something degrees, he's gonna struggle to throw the ball. He's going to be inaccurate. They say one of like every few passes, I guess Chris Collinsworth said the other night, just comes out funny. It's going to be more than that in the cold weather. His record in cold weather is fucking awful already. So it's like everything is against Jared Goff at this point. I honestly don't say we see a way we lose this game. NFC Championship next week, and here we come.
You've said a lot.
I'm not scared.
The average fan wouldn't say, just in fear of the jinx.
I don't back down.
Fair enough. That's the NFC game on Saturday. The AFC nightcap is the Baltimore Ravens at the Bills. Bills are favored by 2.5. You got an over-under of 50. DJ, I am going to make this one an official play. But what Vegas is telling you here is that at a neutral field, they think these teams are exactly equals. And going into the playoffs, like if you looked at the AFC, it was Chiefs, Bills, and then it was kind of like everyone else. So Vegas is saying, hey, I mean, the Bills almost lost that game last week. Ravens finally won a playoff with Lamar Jackson. Maybe we need to give them a little bit more love. The line sort of feels like a trap. I tell you what, I am going to fall into that trap potentially here if that is the case. But it looks like you might be as well. What's your play here?
There are no traps in the playoffs. Okay? Everybody's bringing their A game. There's no weird little traps going on. It doesn't happen. The Ravens have been playing better. The defense has been solid. Lamar Jackson is a great running back. They need a quarterback still to throw the ball down the field, but he's really good at running the football. Like, there's no denying how good Lamar Jackson runs the football.
Right.
Really good running back who throws the ball secondary. But this defense, the Bills defense, they're good. They're really good. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen's playing out of his mind. And Lamar Jackson, again, he's been better the last 6 games, I think, of the regular season, obviously that playoff game. But to me, he just is what he is. He's one-trick pony. And when you take that away like the Bills will do, and Josh Allen can kind of do both, not kind of do both, he does both really well. I feel like they may dominate this game. I love the Bills in this game. Can you imagine? I am surprised that Buffalo is still fucking standing. I thought the city would be burned out. Between Cleveland and Buffalo, I thought the whole northeast region was just going to be like California fires all over again because those two cities just burned down and kind of ran into each other. I would assume that happened. If they both win this weekend, the whole Northeast is going up in flames if those two teams play in the AFC Championship game.
Cleveland, maybe Buffalo. I'm more worried about just like overrun ER, not just because of COVID, but just all the broken backs. Like every week I see another damn video of someone dying, literally jumping onto a table trying. Is the goal to break the table or land on it like you're fucking Houdini and you're just levitating? What's the goal?
Some people do weird shit. Did you see the guy break his leg?
Sure did. That was nasty.
That was fucking disgusting. That's what happens though, man. I want to do it though. I really want to just jump through a table. I think this March Madness that we get together, I'm buying a table. I'm jumping right off your roof this year.
So now that we're live streaming episodes, I don't know why we wouldn't just do it during that episode that we record before the March Madness party.
Right at the end, we end it with a fucking table jump off. Because like if I die, I can't do it before. We can't do it.
Here's the deal, though. I think we do it beforehand, just so that we have a little bit more content and something crazy happens. If you die, you die. Like we don't do an episode. We didn't do an episode last year during Madness because shit got wild.
We did.
We did it at about midnight, and we had to cancel it because there was way too many crazy things happening.
Oh, I thought we did it in the morning when I came there.
No, that was every other year before this year.
Oh, okay. Well, I got there early enough, I thought. Well, fuck it. Fuck
I
them
can't
then.
remember.
I was drunk.
Regardless, I'm going straight up Bills. I'm going against the spread Bills. I'm putting 0.2 units on this one. A lot of the things that you said, I don't see a domination in this game. I think you might sweat this one out, but I think that you should hit this one before it gets to like 3 or 3.5. I don't foresee that happening. I just love the 2.5, obviously, for obvious reasons, more than the 3. The Bills in the last game against the Colts, there was a couple of things that like broke their way in that game. The Colts not scoring from the 1 yard line when they went for it rather than kicking that field goal was a huge play because the Bills might play that game completely different, down double-digit scores versus I think they were down like a field goal or a touchdown at that point. They literally drove the field and scored and like made that play, that call by Frank Reich look terrible. So that's huge. And then obviously it didn't matter, but the strip fumble at the end should have totally ended the game. Like the Colts shouldn't even had a chance for that Hail Mary. So there's a few things in that game that made it tighter than it needed to be. But Jesus, it was pretty damn close. And me and you both were not the biggest fans of the Colts. And you know what? We text each other in the fourth quarter of this game and we said, guess who's making their appearance in this game? Playoff Josh Allen. He started doing weird things, running backwards, taking sacks. Like he was back.
Damn it, I'm angry. I'm angry because before you went into that, I was like, I'm gonna talk about playoff Josh Allen returning. Totally forgot. You cucked me, but you did. You know what? You won fair and square. I forgot to say it. Hand up. That's on me. But I'm so pissed. Playoff Josh Allen does worry me because he does some of the most wild, dumb shit. The ball ends up all over the place. He's running backwards. When he gets to the playoffs, he just can't control himself. It's like his body takes on its own. His brain doesn't control it. It just goes wherever it wants.
It's like Date Night Mike in The Office.
Date Mike.
Yeah, whatever you want to call him. Like that's literally it's playoff Josh Allen. It's unbelievable.
It's like Tyler Tannehill.
See, there's a lot of comparisons that we can make here, but so I don't like the term domination which you threw out there, but at the same time, I am confident enough that they will win this because I went into the playoffs saying it's going to be Chiefs versus the Bills, and I don't know what I'm going to do in that game, and I'm going to ride it out. Like that's going to be the game that I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to bet the Bills 0.2 units. Let's move on to Sunday. The early game is the Browns at the Chiefs. You got the Chiefs at home favored by 10.5. Over under of 57, the largest total on the board this week. Go DJ.
All right, so I'm gonna get cute here.
Ooh.
Obviously, I like the Browns. I bet the Browns money line last week.
Hey, that's gonna bode well for your IG model career here. You got to get cute every once in a while.
Yeah, you know what? I have a picture my son accidentally took of me today, and I thought it was sexy as fuck. And I'm gonna use it as like accidentally. You know how people like post it like, oh, accidentally took this picture, and it's like perfect. My son legitimately accidentally took it, but not accidentally. He did it on purpose. Like he's just doing shit on his own. But I'm gonna be like, my son accidentally took this picture, and I'm gonna like be like, oh, just working on that. I don't know. It's gonna be something stupid. I'm so excited. So
here's the deal, though. I thought you were gonna be like, are you posting a picture a day? Like, are you dedicated to this?
I didn't lift yesterday, so I didn't post one yesterday.
Oh, so you got to get that post-workout like swole. Yeah.
So, but I am gonna post tonight because damn, that picture was fucking hot. You gotta send me the hashtags for it yet, though. Yeah, if you guys,
the hashtag hype guy is my new title.
If you guys want to help me when you guys want to help me become IG famous, you can follow me at Primo D76, I believe, or just search DJ Primo. Let me go double check. I never even know my own fucking at Primo D76 on IG. I'm gonna be, fucking. Hey, I'm fucking.
We got video now. You can show your tats.
Look at that, fucking tatted now.
Hold on, I gotta get my microscope.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is the number one step to becoming an IG model is just getting a tattoo. Number two is like lifting weights, and I'm doing both. And
I think number one is downloading the app. Number two, is whatever you said number one was, and then number three is whatever you said number two was. I think that's how the math works.
Yeah. So I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, follow me on Instagram. Help me become. Watch the steps to me becoming an IG model because I posted about it as much as possible.
I'm so excited.
Okay, what were we doing now?
Browns and Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 10.5.
So the Chiefs play every game close. They've been off for 2 weeks. Like, they haven't played for 2 weeks. There is a rust factor here. The Browns just dominated the game without their fucking head coach playing. I think they're finally going to be back to full strength with their coaches back and everything without their head coach coaching. I know that's what you're laughing at.
Yes. I don't think he'd be that good of a player. I'm not trying to judge him. I just don't even know what position he would play.
He was probably playing with himself, but
why was he locked in the basement? Why wouldn't he let his family watch with him? And why did he turn his phone off?
COVID, you asshole!
Wow, I totally blanked on that.
Jesus Christ!
What a light bulb moment there. Maybe I can edit this. Well, that's another thing. Like, now we can't edit like all of your mistakes, so I can't even go back and edit that.
That's a joke, everybody. We don't edit. We're fucking raw. We hit it raw every night. We never fucking pull out. We never put a condom on. We're raw, unfiltered, uncensored data. Hopefully I don't say anything that's cancelable, like white girls or something like that. But you know what? Sometimes something may slip, and I'm just going to have to deal with the consequences. Okay?
That's what happens to IG models, man.
But you know what? I'm half black, so I always have that on my side.
You do.
So, anyways, I like the Browns. They're going to keep it close. They're a good fucking football team. They can run the ball, and I think that gives them the ability to like stay in any game, because if they want to just control it by running with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they fucking can. They can do that. And the Chiefs aren't this dominant run defense. They're excited. They fly around a little bit. They do that. But the way Baker Mayfield's confidence is going right now, Nick Chubb just looks fucking untackleable.
So does Kareem Hunt, man.
He does, yeah. And then with Myles Garrett fucking flying off the edge, because the Chiefs pretty much throw it every play. They're going to keep it close. I'm going to get cute. I'm betting 0.3 unit or 0.2 units on the Browns. But if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you want to get cute, consider it. I'm sprinkling a little bit of money on that money line. Sprinkle it. It's not an official pick, but I have this weird feeling that the Chiefs just aren't prepared. They played tight games. The Packers had the 15-1. Obviously, Chiefs went 14-2, but they didn't play in the last week, so we can still chalk that up as 15-1. It feels like that type of deal. They won the Super Bowl. They are on the same path as the Packers were. Won the Super Bowl the year before, have a dominant offense the next year, take 2 weeks off with the first round bye, come into that game against the defense with a good pass rush and a great running game, and you're just not prepared. They just came off. Their confidence is sky high. They just won without their fucking head coach. Mm-hmm. I don't know. The Browns are a fun little money line pick for me this week, and I'm doing it.
Yeah, I straight up, I'm not there yet. The Chiefs are just too damn good. So straight up, I'm going chalk here. Like, I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't think that's not gonna shock anyone. But against the spread, dude, I'm with you, and that's what scares me. I don't like that we're on the same one with this. The Chiefs still haven't won by more than 7 in like 2 months. That's a little bit alarming to me. So I love 10.5. Get that hook. Bet on the Browns. Thing about the Chiefs, man. Or actually, I want to say the thing about the Browns, I know you hate this term, but I'm going to throw it out there. This is a house money game. They have nothing to lose.
The house has all my money.
They haven't made the playoffs in 2 decades. They go into Pittsburgh where they haven't won like 18 straight times, where at the Cleveland, obviously the game wasn't there, but even at Cleveland's new stadium, the winningest quarterback there is Ben Roethlisberger, and that's who they beat. They just annihilated them literally from the first snap of the game that went over the Roethlisberger's head and the Browns scored on. They won that game. They are just flying high right now. Nothing to lose. Like, there's obviously the game pressure, but like talking about like, must win, like we're expected to win this. That's not on them at all. The one thing though that the Chiefs have, the experience. They did it all last year. So it probably shouldn't phase them too much. We got a comment from our boy B-Hole Boom Roasted.
How come I can't see them?
Well, I'm sorry, DJ. You can't have everything. This is our first time doing it live, man. You just got to kind of roll with it, right?
Wait. I just had to go to somewhere else. Okay, I can see them.
Oh, well, there you go. You get on your first try. I'm with you, though. I'm going to go with the Browns. I don't have too much more to say other than that. I think it's a good bet when you look back at the Chiefs, and we've talked about this before. Every single team that the Chiefs play, which makes the Chiefs winning like even more impressive, they're getting their A game. You're trying to play against the Super Bowl champion of last year. So you're getting literally like their best game every single time. And congrats to the Chiefs. They're handling it well. But man, the playoffs are a different animal, obviously. I can't say anything more obvious than that. 10.5 is just a little bit too much. I'm gonna take the Browns here, 0.2 units. Let's roll into the final game on Sunday. DJ, I anticipate you have to have a card to play on this one. You have to keep your playoff streak alive. I don't see anything on the agenda, so I'm a little bit nervous that you're going to let me down as you're typing, just to make sure you don't let me down. But
don't let me now.
That was a song in case you missed it. All right. There's a way I can put in like video. I want to throw in like part of that video, that music video, and then like blank out the audio and then just have you in there. So maybe I'll be able to do that yet too. I doubt it.
I honestly, you can't Photoshop, so you should probably let me do that stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Bucks at the Saints, basically being tabbed as the game between the oldest quarterbacks in the world, with Tom Brady and the Bucks.
It's on the History Channel.
Yeah, there you go. Way to be creative with that one. Bad jokes. Drew Brees and the Saints. You got the Saints favored by 3 at home. So Vegas is saying this is a coin flip, over under of 52. DJ, you have a carded play. Damn it, you've gotten – so there's going to be 10 playoff games, I think, if my math is right, so far on this year. And you've hit all of them.
What now? Oh,
there
yeah. I'm not going to –
playoff games last week, and there were 4 this week, carding all 10.
I think I even carded more. I think I had an over in there or something like that as well.
True.
So
you're 11 for 10.
If you're going to give me only 6 games and only 4 games, I'm not betting or carding all of these. So you can call me Cardi B. I will card every single one of these babies.
Wouldn't you be Cardi B?
Why?
DJ instead of B.
I just said I'm going to card every one of these babies.
Yes.
I'm Cardi B. Cardi Baby.
So, okay. Well, I thought you'd be Cardi DJ.
I got a big Cardi D.
What does the B stand for in Cardi?
Wheezy.
Nope.
Probably like bitch.
Cardi bitch. What does Cardi stand for?
Cardi? I don't know, actually. But it could, now I'm confused.
Maybe you're in there. It's Bacardi, but she just flipped it.
Is she? Yeah.
We'll figure this out before the next episode.
She has a big butt, so it could be Cardi butt.
Cardi butts.
Cardi boobs. She has big boobs. I don't know.
She's got some WAP. Is it WAP or WAP?
It's WAP.
I have a lot of questions.
That's what they say in the song. Okay. So Saints, I think, covered both times they played the Bucks this year. I think Saints own the Bucks. I think when you have a mental edge over a team like the Packers do with the Bears, I feel like the Saints have that over the Bucks. Everybody's in love with Tom Brady. Everybody's with the Bucks. Everybody's going to put their money on the Bucks. The public's going to be on the Bucks. That's when smart DJ comes in. Also, I hate Tom Brady. I don't think he's that good. But I go with the old man. I'm going to go with the old man, Drew Brees. Tom Brady has problems with that defense. The defense gives him, the Saints give Tom Brady issues. They get to him. They hit him. He doesn't have time to throw it downfield, that Bruce Arians offense that they want to set up. You can't run the ball. You can't run the ball against the Saints. They don't have to bring extra guys. They don't need to. You've got 2 of the best run defenses in the NFL. The Saints are one of them. It's more of a problem for the Bucks trying to run the ball against them than it is for the Saints, because Alvin Kamara is a freak. He's going to find a way to make some shit happen. Taysom Hill's probably going to do some weird shit. I was so happy when Taysom Hill came in, dropped back, had a guy wide open, and fucking ball just flew out of his hand. That was the happiest moment of my life. I'm like, that's what you get for taking Drew Brees on the fucking football game.
I instantly thought of you, and the funny thing is it happened in the playoffs. It wasn't just I don't want to call it a meaningless regular season game, but a game where it's do or die. You're going home if you lose this, and all of a sudden that happened, and the ball just fluttered up like a middle schooler through it. I laughed and said, DJ is just rejoicing over this.
If the Bears could score or catch, they had a chance to be up, 10-7 or even 14-7 because of that turnover. But they just they could have won that game. My nose is running. I was outside for a long time on the phone. If they could score or catch, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, they dropped that wide open touchdown in the fucking end zone. That was the guy wore 83, and that's coincidentally MVS's number. So I don't know if that's like a curse.
Don't
Jerry
wear
Jeudy
83.
must be wearing that number, even though I know he's not. But like, I don't understand what's going on. But like I said, I just think the Saints have a mental edge. Tom Brady has struggled against this Saints defense. They can stop the run. That's gonna not open up as much as it usually does for Brady. He needs that run game to get going. And I don't know. I don't like Drew Brees necessarily, but this Bucks secondary isn't good. They're not good. Michael Thomas looks healthy, looks ready to eat. He's gonna make some plays. So Drew Brees looked a little bit younger. His arm didn't look dead. Plus, they're playing inside and in the dome. They're not playing in the cold. So I'm a little less worried about Drew Brees in that. But I think that Saints defense is just gonna wreak fucking havoc on Ted Brady. He's gonna struggle. But I'm telling you now, the public is going to be on the fucking Bucks. Hammer the Saints. Hammer them.
I'm just beyond excited that we're finally not on the same game, and one of us is going to get something right here. Because remember earlier when I said Packers were part of my 2-team teas of the week? Well, here is play number 2. DJ, I'm going the Bucks straight up, and I'm going Bucks in my 2-team teas because I'm going to make it +9, and that's way too many points in this game. This is going to be a great game. I'm so pumped that it's like it's not even the nightcap. It's kind of like the late afternoon cap, we'll call it, of this round of playoff games. But I don't disagree with a ton that you said. I just see this game being that much closer. And you know how we talk about like the Falcons and the Chargers just being like totally like regular season flops and teams that have bad luck and they just can't catch a break? That's the Saints in the playoffs. Every single year, this team is cursed.
That'll happen against the Packers in the NFC Championship game.
You better hope so if that's what it comes down to. But man, this team is cursed. And the fact that I like the Bucks straight up makes me that it's almost like if I get this game damn near to double digits, I feel really damn confident. So my 2-team teas of the week is Packers -1, bump that Bucks up to +9, and it's a 0.2 unit play.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties for the Loaded Box podcast. Ben is frozen. I'm sitting here staring. No. See, Ben tends to have shitty internet. And he lives in the middle of fucking nowhere in the fucking booties. And shit just freezes like this. Now he's got this stupid ass face. We're still live. And I'm stuck here just staring at this dumbass with that stupid Dolphin shirt as they struggle to even decide who their fucking quarterback is. Is he coming back? This is the fun game. Oh, he's out. So I'm still here. He's out. I'll talk about it. He's betting the Bucks. I'm betting the Saints. We're going against each other this week. Obviously, I'm going to be right. He's on the sucker side. Everybody's going to bet the Bucks. Everybody's going to bet the Bucks plus the points. 100%. Tom Brady looks hot. He's putting up all these awesome deep numbers with Mike Evans and Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin's getting in the mix, even though he's got a little bit of Jerry Jeudy's hands. But I feel like I'm doing an episode of Friday Night Lines right now. This is pretty crazy. Oh, here he comes.
This is great. Did you you basically get the save? Like, were you the Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Loaded Box podcast there?
I don't know what I was saying, and I was just talking, and I was like, fuck, I'm planning on doing Friday Night Lines, but I was kind of talking shit about you then eventually, picking the Bucks and how you're a sucker for taking them. So, yeah, I talked about your shitty Dolphin shirt because you were frozen for a little bit, and I talked about your quarterback, which I was going to bring up because nobody wants him on the football team anymore.
So there's a lot to unpack here, and I don't think I'm going to get to that part of the suitcase yet. But what I really want to get to is, like I said, this is our day one of this streaming. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know what that's going to sound like on the live version, on like a podcast version. So you're going to have to just bear with it and see what happens. I'm kind of excited to see what your improvisation skills were.
I went silent for like a second. I did nothing. And I'm like, uh-oh. I think he's frozen. And then I was like, I think I have to talk because it looks like mine's still working, so I wasn't sure. And then I kind of ripped the fact that you live in the fucking boonies.
Yeah.
Dolphin shirt. That happens every now and then. I was kind of boring. I'll next time I'll be more prepared because I didn't know. And then I'll just fucking hype city. I might take my shirt off next time and just give a show for the ladies. Who knows? I'll be prepared for it next time.
Based on what you're telling me, it sounds like you hit on a lot of different topics. I wouldn't call it boring.
I was silent for a whole like 30 seconds at one point. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So yeah. I have to make shit up.
As I'm sure DJ said, my internet is just trash can out here. The good news is, DJ, we got a text message that a much faster, reliable source is coming out here. They're expected to be out to our house by 2023 or 2024. So we're close.
There you go. Yeah, get that internet going.
So those are all the games. I do want to circle back to what we were talking about at the very beginning of this podcast, because you said a couple of different things. You said that today just kind of wasn't your day. A lot of people are angry with you. Mm-hmm. Your dog is angry with you, despite the fact that your dog ate your food. What happened? I missed something there.
No. My dog is, well, I was talking on the phone forever when I got home. I knew my wife was going to be pissed. I didn't think the conversation was going to take that long. I ended up not getting into, like, I don't know. I forgot that. I didn't even think it was past 7:30, but apparently I look at my phone at 7:39. I'm like, oh, fuck, Ben's going to be pissed. But my wife was angry. I could tell she was angry. The second I got in the fucking house, I knew she was going to be pissed. My son, at least, was waiting for me. My dog had apparently eaten some of our food. The problem is there's onions in our food, and dogs are allergic to onions, so he's either going to die or throw up. I haven't seen him for about 15 minutes, so that should be an interesting night, because last time he had onions, this dog, when he pukes, his world just stops. He'll like be walking, and he just stops and falls, and he can't move, and he's like kind of like crawling until he throws up, and it's like he can't do anything. He's rendered useless to the fact that he needs to get a puke out, but he's just like, he gets in this like military position and puke. So I'm waiting for that to happen at any minute tonight.
I want to know, though, the fact that your dog ate the food, why would that be your fault? That's one of two things. That's either a lack of like training beforehand, like not letting your dog eat human food, or where's your wife? Why isn't she supervising this? Like, why is this on you?
It's because I wasn't there for family dinner time, and I got yelled at for that. So, fuck them.
Man, you think you're going to be with us next week when we preview the championship games?
Yeah, just get divorced.
Okay. We're going to be a different background for DJ.
I'm going to be outside or under a fucking bridge, finding somebody else's Wi-Fi or whatever. So lots of rumors today came out about the Dolphins locker room. Doesn't think Tua's the guy. You know, there's articles being dropped, tweets left and right. Are you part of that locker room?
Do we have to talk about this for real?
What's the shirt you're wearing?
I don't know. I can't read it.
Yeah. We have to. I can't not bring up rumors about Tua because it makes me so fucking happy every time something negative is said. The fact that Deshaun Watson's going to be your quarterback. The fact that the Houston Rockets just traded James Harden. Houston's getting rid of everybody. It's great.
I hate that I have to bite for the bait that you were just tossing me, but I'm going to take a little bit of it. The thing that bothered me the most about the article that came out today about unnamed Dolphins players saying they don't think Tua has it or can be the guy moving forward.
They just want Watson.
The thing that bothers me the most about that is, well, one, not putting your name on it. Like, really, you're gonna say that and you're gonna make that assumption after a really weird offseason and a handful of games. Like, you're gonna go down that road. But two, the guy that wrote the article, like, that is 100% just a clickbait article. Because if you pay attention, you're an up and coming Instagram fucking model, DJ. Mm-hmm. If you follow Tua on Instagram, he put end of the season post together, and just look at the comments after that. It's Parker, it's Gesicki, it's a bunch of teammates just saying like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna come back, we're gonna crush it next year." It's all the positive things. Guess what? There was no article written about teammates supporting Tua because there's no clicks in that. That's not a good article. If 3 unnamed players on the Miami Dolphins say something even a little bit questionable, you're going to get all the clicks from that. It's such a shitty little article and just a slithery thing to put money in a writer's pocket. And I'm sorry that I'm ranting here, but it's the same damn thing that they did with Ryan Tannehill. It was for 7 straight years. This guy's not it. This guy's not it. The freaking minute this guy leaves and goes into Tennessee, sits behind Mariota, comes in and just been great ever since. These same guys are tweeting on game day. Oh, don't you wish you had Ryan Tannehill? He's so good. He's the best quarterback. Really? You're the same asshole that is part of the reason why you were driving these people out of the fucking city in the first place.
That was Adam Gase.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm part of that. But I took the bait. I am upset at myself for taking the bait. But here we are. My face is red.
My favorite thing about this is no matter what happens, it doesn't matter to me. So either I'm right and Tua's not the quarterback and I can just shove it in the face, or I'm not and I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care. So either way, I can continue to say this and push it, and it doesn't matter in the end of the day what happens. All I'm hoping for is the positive, like I can shove it in your face. But if it doesn't, don't care. Nothing can come back on me in the realm of this. So it doesn't matter. So I'm just having fun with it. It's my favorite thing. I can just shove it in your face. But honestly, you got to take Deshaun Watson if you can.
Wait. One could say, DJ, that you're playing with house money here.
Yeah, no, not at all. I just love it. I think it's so great. I enjoy the drama. I didn't expect this coming into the season, but it's the Dolphins, and it's just they take on a fucking world of their own. Even when you think that you're finally where you want to be, and all the negativity is coming out. You miss the playoffs on the very last game of the season. Tua just plays like shit in that game.
He didn't play like shit though.
He was shit. He was shit. He didn't play like shit. He was shit in that game. It's great. I don't know.
What you just said there literally summed up what you need to say. All you did was hit a bunch of vowels there.
It's great, dude. It's great to watch. I like to watch you suffer, and it's never ending. But if you take Deshaun Watson, if you guys do end up with Deshaun Watson somehow, I don't think I can talk anymore. So at the same time, I do want it to happen, but I don't, because it's like a catch-22. Because I think the Dolphins will actually really be fucking good. Deshaun Watson's the real deal. Like, he's a top 5 quarterback.
Well, let me cut in there, because what happens when Deshaun Watson is playing with this same Dolphins team that Tua was just playing with, that had 10-plus drops in that game against the Bills? Yes, it does matter, because there was 10 drops in that game. Are they going to catch it just because Deshaun Watson? And don't say it's the right-handed spin. Don't say it's the right-handed spin.
What about the dropped interceptions? Like, it doesn't matter. Tua wasn't good, period. Like, he wasn't good. He overthrew. Yeah, it was fucking Shan Gailey's fault that he overthrew a wide-open wide receiver. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Deshaun Watson
really care.
Deshaun Watson does this with no wide receivers as it is. Like, he doesn't. They took DeAndre Hopkins away from him. He's still putting up fucking dominant numbers with Brandon Cooks, who we thought we were dead. He was out for a little bit. Kiki Kuti and fucking Randall Cobb were the only guys. Deshaun Watson's going to be good no matter what. That's what a good quarterback does.
The first interception, Devontae Parker fell down. Literally went like this afterwards. I'm patting my chest in case you're audio only. He fell down. Like that's a timing route. That happens. The second interception.
He threw it to the moon.
Nope, that was the third one.
Oh, okay.
The second interception. Do you know what happened? Like, so smart football people look at like turnovers, but you look at the play leading up to that. Mm-hmm. Like, what was caused that put the team in the situation to get to that part? The play before that second interception was a drop pass that would have been for a first down and put the team inside the 10-yard line. What happens? They drop that pass. There's an interception right after it.
There was a play before that. Or not before that. There was a play later in the game where a guy dropped a pass, but the play before that, they dropped an interception. So it really evened itself out. It evened itself out. So really, those cancel each other out anyways.
And I don't want to talk any more about this, because if you put Deshaun Watson on that team and you put all that money into that contract, and if Xavier Howard wants to get don't do the Mikey prop. And if you're gonna have to pay Xavier Howard even more money to make him paid higher than Byron Jones, You're not going to have all this free agent money. And if you have to give up both first rounders, you're not going to surround him with anyone else. It's going to be the same team, but with Deshaun Watson.
No, it's not. It's Deshaun Watson. It's the most important position in
They
football.
already won 10 games.
It doesn't matter. That's like a Super Bowl team. The defense is improving. Deshaun Watson is.
Don't get me wrong. Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback. What, top 4 or 5 in the league?
I mean, you've got Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen, Russell, and Watson. Really,
Here's the thing, though. It's like the team and the plan over the last 2+ years. Build, get strong, build around a rookie quarterback, have that rookie quarterback.
4 years fucking old.
Have that rookie quarterback on the rookie contract. That's a huge part of it. Build up all those draft picks that they've got for trading Minkah Fitzpatrick, for trading Laramie Tunsil, for trading Kenny Stills, Kenyon Drake. Have them grow and flourish and be a team for a decade.
And then bring in a backup quarterback.
Are you really going to punt on it?
Old and like have him take over every game for the next 10 years that Tua is the quarterback. Or you could just have Deshaun Watson never come out of the game because he's amazing and he's going to win you a lot of games. If he does, it's probably not going to happen, but I really want it to. But I really don't want it to happen. It's so weird. You would celebrate, though. Like, I think your biggest problem is that you have a Tua jersey. You've been backing him for so long, and you can't get off that fucking horse. But when it comes down to it, if you had Deshaun Watson on your team,
I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad.
You'd be an idiot.
Here's where I would be mad is if it cost like Tua and both first rounders this year. That would upset me a little bit. Are you going to just shrug your shoulders on an audio podcast?
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
I don't think it is, man.
I think it is.
I don't think it is. I think you just draft Devontae Freeman, or not Devontae Freeman. Don't draft Devontae Freeman. Draft Devontae Smith at number 3. At 18, you go with an edge rusher, a linebacker, or an offensive lineman, and just go from there. And you can still get like a Marvin Jones in free agency. You can still add pieces. Like there's plenty of great things right now that are on the horizon. You just keep adding. You can get Aaron Jones, whatever. Najee Harris. So many great options. And you're going to pass up. So DJ, get this.
Has the same skill set as Patrick Mahomes. He just has a terrible ownership, terrible team. Everything's terrible around him.
What I hate is the fact that if you trade that entire like wealth of picks, you're trading Tua. You're potentially trading Tua, Devontae Smith, and Najee Harris for a quarterback with one of the biggest contracts in the NFL, in NFL history.
Why do you just assume they're going to take everybody from Alabama?
I said hypothetically. I gave myself an out.
Crazy hypothetical.
I gave myself an out. Before we wrap this thing up, DJ, let's talk about Fanatics real quick, because if you are going to be making an apparel or merchandise purchase from Fanatics, use one of the links that you can find on our website, loadedboxpodcast.com. We get a small commission from any purchases you make to buy beer to help fuel this episode. And we're going to need it now that we're live streaming, and with all the technical difficulties we're having, we're going to need some beer to drown our issues. So do that. Go to Fanatics. Don't go to Fanatics, actually. Go to Loaded Box Podcast. Click our Fanatics links. Make it happen that way. DJ, you've already added so much. You've kind of got me on tilt. I feel like I need to shower after all this. I'm sweaty. My head is itchy. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
I got nothing, man. No Friday Night Lines. I can't wait to make more videos on this thing, though. I'm so pumped. I might just come on here on random nights and just dance around a little bit.
I might need you to do that because it's definitely my internet that's going to be an issue this entire time.
I just might come on here on Friday night, Club Primo, fucking live stream, Loaded Box, Club Primo. Just be dancing and singing for the people.
I love it. Well, check that out on Twitter at Loaded Box. Like I said, our website, loadedboxpodcast.com. Our NFL mock drafts, our Dynasty rookie mock drafts. We got NFL draft and Dynasty player profiles. We've got Dynasty rankings. Everything that you need is on there. Next episode, we'll be back next week to preview championship weekend. We're available everywhere you listen to podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast, YouTube. I should have just read it off the bottom. Check out our blogs, our fantasy rankings.
I was just pointing people down there.
DJ, send us out.
Bye.